So we've got a graph that can convert between centimeters and inches. And the first question says, change 5.4 inches into centimeters. So to do this, we look at our inches are along the bottom. So we're going to find 5.4 along the bottom. So 5 is halfway between 4 and 6. And then there's 5 little boxes in between 5 and 6. So each one will be 0.2. So it's going to be 5, 5.2, then 5.4. And we're going to use that. So from 5.4 inches up to our line. From our line, we're going to go across. And we're going to read off how many centimeters we've got. So it goes 12 to 16. So we've got 14 in the middle here. And we've got 5 little boxes that make up 2. 5 little boxes make up 2. So 2 divided by 5. 2 split between 5 is 0.4. So each of these is 0.4. So it's 0.4 less than 14, which is 13.6 centimeters. And the second question says change 40 centimeters into inches. Now you'll notice 40 centimeters isn't on the graph. 40 centimeters is off the graph. So how can we change that into inches? Well, there's lots of different ways, but if we do 20 centimeters to the line and down, we've got 8 inches. So if we say 20 centimeters is equal to 8 inches, how many inches is 40 centimeters? If we double them both, we get 40 centimeters is 16 inches. So 40 centimeters is 16 inches. And one for you to try here, so give this one a go. The first question says change 8 feet into meters. So where is 8 feet on our graph? So the feet are along the bottom, going up in 5s. So we've got 10 small squares in between 5 and 10. So 10 small squares to represent 5 feet. So each 2 squares is 1 foot. So 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go from 8 feet up to our line and then along to read off the meters. So this is the point we're looking at. So 8 feet is how many meters? So we have, it's going up in 0.2s, so 2, 2.2, 2.4, so 2.4 meters. So from our graph, we say that 8 feet is 2.4 meters. The second question says change 20 meters into feet. So 20 meters isn't on our graph, it only goes up to 8 meters. So there's lots of different ways of doing it. We can use 5. So let's go 5 meters along to our line. And then down. So what is that? So it's going up in 2s. So it's 15, 16, 17. So it's halfway between 16 and 17. So 16.5. Okay, 5 meters is 16.5 feet. We want 20 meters. Let's double it. So 10 meters, double 16.5 double 16 is 32. Double 0.5 is 1. So 33 feet. And double it again. So 20 meters is 66 feet, approximately. So that's our answer. And the last example, change 5 meters squared into centimeters squared. So let's think about 1 meter squared. So 1 meter squared means 1 meter by 1 meter. A square, 1 meter by 1 meter. That's 1 meter squared. But imagine if we wrote these in centimeters instead. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And so how many 100 centimeter squares, how many centimeter squares could we fit into 1 meter by 1 meter? So we've got 100 across, 100 centimeters across, and 100 centimeters up. So 100 times 100, and that is 10,000 centimeters squared. So in 1 meter squared, in a square 1 meter by 1 meter, we can fit in 10,000 centimeter squares. So little squares that measure 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. We can fit in 100 across and 100 up. So 1 meter squared is 10,000 centimeters squared. So what's 5 meters squared? That's 50,000 centimeters squared. The next question says change 12 centimeters cubed into millimeters cubed. So again, let's think of a cube. So a centimeter cube is a cube that measures 1 centimeter along, 1 centimeter up, and 1 centimeter back. It's 1 centimeter cube. How many millimeter cubes could I fit in to 1 centimeter cubed? So I could fit in 10 going across the bottom, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, 10 going back, and 10 going up. So how many cubes is that? 10 across, 10 back, and then 10 rows of them going up. So on the base, I could fit in 10 by 10, which is 100, and I can stack 10 piles of them going up. So 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000 millimeter cubes. So we can say that 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1,000 millimeter cube. If I've got 12 centimeters cubed, I must have 12,000 millimeter cubes. Okay, 2 of these for you to try. So try and give these ones a go. So we're going to say that 1 meter squared is 10,000 centimeters squared. For every 1 meter by 1 meter square, you can fit in 10,000 little centimeter by centimeter squared. You can fit in 100 going across and then 100 going up. So 2.5 meters squared is 2.5 times 10,000, which is 25,000. Question 2, change 5,000 millimeters cubed into centimeters cubed. So we are saying that 1 centimeter cube is the same as 1,000 millimeter cubes. So what's 5,000 millimeter cubes? So 5 times as much. That's 5 centimeters.